All right, there we go. We are officially live. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, my fellow comic book collectors. My name is Chris, and of course, you've reached Love Comics. It is the 7th of May, 2019. It is exactly 12 noon Eastern Time, and I'd like to welcome every one of you. And I always give people a minute or two to realize that the live show is live, but I already see there are people here. Some as early as yesterday were already commenting. So the two that were here yesterday that commented I saw was Thanos and James Ewing. So Thanos was using the Infinity Gauntlet to go back in time. So he got here way early. But I also see Jose Perez is here. Mark G is here. Tina's here. Gizmo's here. Reggie's here. Wow. What's up, good sir? We got Richard is here. We got Tony is here. Jerry is here. And it's funny because it only shows two people. I have telepathy is coming in a 30-second place. Why did he get such a late notice? Because that's YouTube. I actually started doing this yesterday. Even when people hit the notification bell, they will not know until 5 minutes after the video is ended. That's YouTube for you. But John is here. Johnny Future's here. We got Jose is here. We got Rick is here. Wild Child. We got a bunch of people. So I always say hello to the people that get here early, like Danny. So welcome everybody, and it pays to arrive early, so hit the notification button, and every now and then YouTube might actually tell you that I have a video. So, that's how it is. But anyway, before I start, because I still want to give people a couple of minutes, a couple seconds before I start and show the actual book I think you guys should be getting. I think this is going to be a total sleeper at this point, but I'm sure after I mention it, you're going to see all of a sudden prices double and triple on eBay. So as always, I make sure I tell people, do not buy the first book that you see. Always wait for deals, ask for deals. Don't base it on emotion. Don't feel like you have to get it right after this video. Matt says already 2 thumbs down. Well, that's my haters. They don't even watch videos. They just come here. They stalk me for years. These are people, unfortunately, that have psychotic breaks. And if I look at it this way, if those people are going to go out robbing old ladies or beating up children or committing murders, and instead of that, they get to thumb down my video, and I stop them from doing that, hey, let them do it. Let them get their aggression out, hating me for videos I haven't even made yet. But that's all right. They benefit from it anyway. Those are most of the people that probably go straight to eBay and put the comic that I mention up for sale 10 times what it's worth. So, if anything, I'm keeping them from, doing evil things like stealing Girl Scout cookies and, creating other chaos. So I'm fine with that. I'll be the sponge that absorbs their evil. So with that note, we got enough people in here. I just want to mention also I'm still selling my comic book mystery boxes. If you want to give one of those a chance, there is a link in the description all the way at the bottom. Don't forget to sign up for the cashback program. There you can, if you spend $25 or more within the first 90 days, you get $10 cash back. It's good for more than just comics. And also, if you do spend the $25 or more within the first 90 days, I also get a one-time little $25 fee to help me. So it helps my channel, helps us move, helps us with our cat. So if anybody does it, you do have to purchase something within the first 90 days. Otherwise, that doesn't happen. But that's okay. It's not like it's mandatory anyway. But it is free to join, and it does work, and I love using it myself. And you can use it on many things and many places. So we got enough people in here now, so thank you for everybody that's been patient. Let me put on the video camera so you can see what I look like when I get up. Even though I got up a little while ago. My bedtime's usually 4 o'clock in the morning, so a little bit later for me. So, in this package, hopefully, is a book that I want to highly recommend. And Nerds and First Geeks says, how's your day, Chris? Well, it just officially just started, so to be determined. Hopefully yours is going well, because I do realize that there are people that watch this all over the world, so it could be morning somewhere, it could be evening somewhere. People are in school, and instead of doing their homework, they're watching my videos, which I'm flattered, but, make sure you do your homework. Don't watch and drive. But this is definitely a book that I will recommend, because this has to do with one of the characters that will eventually end up in the MCU that came over in the Fox deal. Now, if you know anything about some of the major well-known characters, well, a lot of them are very expensive even before what's about to happen. This is a book many people may not even know about. Maybe, okay, so they put extra bag and boards. That's always nice. I got this for pretty darn cheap. So you could probably get it for pretty darn cheap as well until my haters, like I said, go on eBay after seeing this and try and sell it for 10 times what it's worth. But you guys are smart. You're not going to overpay for a book because you've learned to not use your emotions to buy things and instill yourself with patience. So, all right, so this is a lower grade book. It does have a spine split from here to here, and that's okay for the price I paid for this and what this will eventually be worth. I'm not worried about it. I also always tell people, try and get multiples if you can. So this way, if you ever need trade bait or if you ever want to sell something, you could sell it and still have the book. But this is the book I highly recommend. So before I show it, make sure you wait until the end because I always do the surprise subscriber shout out. Also, make sure, let's see what they wrote. Tiny hole bored through several interior pages. 2-inch spines there. Wear nice cover. No tanning. So they're saying it's about a 3.0. Yeah, it looks about a 3.0. It's funny. They wrote tiny hole bored through several interior pages. That's why I always say it's so funny when I see people look at a book and they look at the front cover and they're like, oh, how is this not a 9.8? Because there's more to grading a book than just the cover. So it's funny. They didn't mention that in the auction, but that doesn't matter because that's not going to change the grade anything anyway. Reggie, why is it saying that they needed to hide your thing? I love what YouTube uses as spam. Like, I've had people say, hello, Chris, nice channel. And YouTube puts it in automatic spam. I don't understand that, but all right, anyway. You guys aren't here for the rambling, you're here for the comic. So, if you have this book, you're going to be very happy. If you don't have this book, wait for a deal, try and get one. But this is a book that I think has so much potential because the first appearance of this character is way mega expensive. The second appearance of this character is already getting mega expensive. And this is one many people, A, may not know about, and B, may be caught under the radar for the time being. So here we go. Here is the book. This is Fantastic Four, issue number 2. And as you can see on the cover, you see a very prominent figure of Dr. Doom. Now, you'll say to yourself, well, what is so special about this book, Chris? And I will say, glad you asked, because this is the origin of Dr. Doom. Now, I'm sure that when they introduce the character, they're going to have to do some kind of origin, because only comic book enthusiasts pretty much know about him. But remember, when they make movies not just for us, they make them for the general public who probably won't even know who he is, or if they do, don't know very much about him. So, because of the fact that his first appearance, which is Fantastic Four number 5, a 0.5 is going to cost you around $1,000 at this point. Fantastic Four number 6, which is the second appearance of Dr. Doom, the second appearance of the Silver Age Submariner, and the first Marvel villain team-up, that book is starting to really get up there. I bought this book for a grand total of $60.20, which includes shipping and handling. So yes, this is a lower grade book. Like I've always said, low grade is better than no grade. But considering this is the origin of this character, and you could get this for under $100, of course, like I said, this is low grade. You know, you're not going to, high grades are not cheap. But if I waited for high grade all the time, I wouldn't have many of the books that I have. So this book, it's just a matter of time before Doom ends up in a movie. So I'll ask you all logically, when, because it's not if, when Dr. Doom ends up in a Marvel movie, do you think value of this book will A, stay the same, B, lower in price, or C, shoot off like a rocket? So the idea is to get it before that happens. Which means if you don't have it already, you might want to start thinking about it. But again, you make sure you don't go to eBay, because I promise you right now, as 5 minutes after this video's over, you're going to see some of the people that watch this instantly say, oh, I have that book. Let me take advantage of buyers and triple the price. Don't be one of the people that buys those books. You have to do your research. You have to know what the current value is. And I know videos like mine and others can create a little bit of a demand, but I want my subscribers to be very smart. Because, yes, you'll see a spike in the next day or so, maybe in the next week or so. It might create a buzz, because other channels may talk about this as well. But there'll be a calm down after that. There's always the calm after the storm. So, if you have to wait, wait. Be patient. But this is a book you can get fairly cheap. But don't overspend, even if there is potential. Now, what I would say is, if you find it for around the price of what it's currently worth, and you don't see anything lower, that might be something to pounce on, because this book only has potential of going up before it even comes close to going down. So that's why I say, if you're going to be an investor, and many people are, because like I said, that's why I got 61 people watching today, and my video from Random Acts of Kindness got 9 thumbs down and only still has 500 views, is because most people in the comic book community, whether they want to admit it or not, care more about speculation than Random Acts of Kindness. It's just reality. So many people are going to be interested in buying this book now. Many people that have it are going to be selling it. I will tell you right now, if you sell this book right now, you are crazy, because even if you sell it for double what you think you can get now, you're going to kick yourself in the face when Doctor Doom gets into a movie, and the book that you sold for 200, you could have sold for 700. So if you're one of the people, one of the smart people that is here watching this video still, and you have this book, don't be like, oh, I can get some quick cash and turn around and sell this. I paid $25 5 years ago, and now I can sell it for $150. You sure can. But when he gets into a movie, and if they do an origin, because it won't matter if they do or they don't, this book that you could have sold for 200, you'd probably be able to sell for 400 or 500. So my recommendation is, if you have this book already, hold on to it. Don't be foolish. The ones that sell books before they're about to skyrocket are just silly people, because you're supposed to buy low and sell high. If you're selling low, you're going to regret it. So that's why I want people to watch my videos, because like I say, whether you make money or lose money, it doesn't affect me at all. But I want my subscribers to know that when they come here, yes, they're going to get some information, but I'm also going to give them the ability to think differently, so you save yourself money. Now, Orca Joseph asked a very interesting question. How much for a 9.6? Well, that's something you should answer yourself. What you should do is go and look at what people have paid for this book, what GoCollect.com and other places are saying that the current price is. The idea is you don't always want to rely on everybody else for your answers. Train yourself to do your own research. Get in the habit of doing the work, because if you don't do the work, you're going to fail more than you will ever succeed, and you're going to be disappointed more than you're ever going to be happy. So even Michael, when you say, is it worth paying £90 for a VG? Well, what I would say to you is, see what the current prices are. Know what you're buying. If you have to ask that question, that tells me that you haven't done the research. So I'm not trying to be mean. I'm not trying to be a jerk. I'm trying to make you all think for yourselves, do your own research, so you don't always have to rely on somebody, because if you watch my videos, there are times I will get things wrong. Not that I'm lying or anything, but sometimes mistakes happen, or sometimes information I get is wrong from the source. So you don't always want to rely on other people. You got to do your own homework. So I see people are starting to dwindle. That means people are going on eBay right now to try and buy the first one they see, which is exactly the opposite of what I told them they should do. But, you know, some people are just going to base things on emotion, and then they're going to end up regretting it because they didn't take their time. So anyway, like I said, this is around about a 3.0. I paid $60.20 for this book. This is The Origin of Doctor Doom. This is a sleeper. Do not sell it unless you're desperate for money. Right now, you would be crazy to do it, because once this gets onto the screen with him in a movie, this book is just going to take off. So right now, this is a sleeper, but go to your local comic book stores. Look online otherwhere than just eBay. And just bide your time. Because like I said, you're going to see a spike in this all of a sudden. You're going to see the greedy people trying to sell it, make a quick buck. Don't overspend. If you have to wait a month, 2 months, 6 months, that's fine. Wait until it dies down, because let me tell you something. Doctor Doom is not going to be in a movie probably for another 2 or 3 years, probably 3 to 5 years. It's not going to be tomorrow. So you don't need to buy it today unless you find or make a deal. So that's the one book. I want to thank you guys for watching. I will do today's surprise subscriber shout out. Is one of my favorite YouTubers, even though you're all favorite in my book. But she comments all the time, and she's actually sent me a couple of random acts of kindness. She's bought one of my mystery boxes. So, Florence Chestnut, you are today's surprise subscriber shout out. Mark G says he paid $3 5 years ago. There you go. Now, obviously, Mark, this is what most people would do. They would say, well, I only paid $3 for that book 5 years ago, so let me turn around and sell it, because I could probably sell it for an easy $100. Yeah, you're right about that. But keep in mind, if you are patient, instead of just going for that impulse sell, and you wait until Doctor Doom ends up in a movie, or even just an announcement in a teaser trailer or an end credit scene, that $100 book you could sell today, you could probably sell for $400 or $500 in a couple years. So be smart. So that's my story. I'm sticking to it. Thanks for watching. Long video for one comic, but you guys come here to see more than just the comics on occasion. At least my real fans that watch the whole video. So if you're one of my power viewers and you watch till the end, always make sure that you mention that in the comment section and add about this lovely television remote control. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. I will see you next video. And don't forget, it's not you. It is not I. It's We Love Comics. Peace out. Thanks, everybody.